Okay, the first step was to disconnect and remove the vanity. So I had to take out the hot water and the cold water supply, as well as take out the drain. So I was careful through a lot of this. At first because I had wanted to save the vanity, but once I got it out, the condition's a little rougher than I thought, and it's pretty unlikely that I'll do that, but who knows? Also, it's important to take your time. It'll help you learn as you go along. I probably could have just taken a sledgehammer and just smashed away at everything and pulled it all out. And maybe I wouldn't have hit a water supply line, and maybe I wouldn't have had a big wet mess everywhere. But I certainly wouldn't have learned as much, and I wouldn't have figured out everything that I did in the process of taking out the old vanity. Be sure to have a bucket ready to put trash in. Also, be sure to get ready the tools that you think that you'll need ahead of time. There's nothing worse than being in the middle of a job and realizing you have to go get a tool that you didn't think you'd need. Now here I'm kind of fiddling with the faucet connections. The faucets actually have a tiny little screw in them. It's a hex or an Allen wrench type screw. And you really need to make sure that you have a good set of these Allen wrenches so that you can unscrew them. You can see them kind of there. I point to them there. And yeah, it's really important to do it that way as opposed to just trying to pull them out or knock them out. Again, take your time, do things deliberately. It'll help you in the long run. The next step was to remove the sink. Now, it just had a couple little tabs that were screwed in holding it in, so it's pretty easy to get out. But this makes moving the vanity so much easier when you can really grab a hold of it and kind of pull it and brace it against your body. And here I am after I've disconnected the water supply to the toilet. I'm working through the process of removing the toilet. Again, I had initially wanted to save the toilet as well. I'm not too big on what the differences in designs between toilets are, but there was a lot of rough issues with this one. Mainly the seals and the rubber and everything were hard and cracking. And I decided to go ahead and throw this toilet out. It wasn't very much to get a new one, and this one was who knows how old. So by the time I spent the money to replace all the seals and everything, it probably would have cost a good portion of what it would have cost just to get a new toilet. Okay, and here you can see I'm going to take out the bottom half of the toilet. And as soon as I do, oops, yeah, the floor tile's not really supposed to come off with the toilet. It just kind of goes to show you how poor the adhesion of those floor tiles were and kind of how poor the previous job was. So I'm looking forward to fixing that as well. Okay, then I take the toilet, pull it out, and that's all finished. The only thing left is to remove the vanity. So I take the vanity here, and then I go to remove it, and I notice that there's a snag. And actually, what's happening here is when I go to take the vanity out, it's getting caught on the drain as well as the cold and hot water supply. So I have to kind of brace it against my body and then kind of lift it up a little bit as I shimmy it forward. And I am able to get it cleared past those pipes that are snagging on. And then it's just a matter of moving it back out, and I'm done for the day. Thanks for watching, everyone. And of course, if you'd like to follow along with me on this journey, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, everyone.